with happening and sharing session. So I would like to invite Venerable and everyone share with me the experience and anything you would like to share to share. Anything you would like to contribute in our community. Even though for the last 3 days I'm trying my best to share some information to the community, but it's not enough yet. Hopefully in the future, if we have more opportunity, we will have a good fire, and we have more time to practice and share together. And before anyone can share, just one more little point I just want to share with you about some habits we get used to, but actually, practically is not really correct. For example, we were talking about eating mindfully, walking mindfully, so we will share about the art of chewing and eating mindfully. That means we should not have a conversation, reading magazine or watching television during the meal. So the same concept, but I forgot to tell you one thing. American and now some other population start to get that habit too. That means in the restroom, we have a magazine there. And you know, every single activity of our body you control by our cellular system. And especially for urination, defecation, and scratching. It's very, very sensible. Whenever you are stressed, whenever you are exciting, etc., we cannot control it because overstimulate. That's why we don't have to bring the issue up because almost 9 out of 10 restroom in America is allowed one magazine and people sitting there alone. And that is one of the cause to lead to the complication on the unhealthy habit of dedication and lead to the gastrointestinal disease and GI disease because we interfere with the process of controlling or assisting that process. So hopefully we can transfer this message to the other people, friends, or you know, so they can change that habit so they will have a better life. Thank you very much.
Yes, dear person, dear friends, this is wonderful opportunity. Last 2-3 days, actually I also learn a lot of things. As a Buddhist monk, I have been practicing Buddha's teaching. I have been reading. I have been practicing. But when I listen to Master water. I thought still we have to learn so many things about meditation as well as how to behave here, how to eat. When I eat, how to do it mindfully, as well as how to collect food. Actually, Master mentioned about that everything created by our mind. I heard when I was learning, I learned that, and in Sanskrit language, I think that's come from Mahayana tradition, Sarvamidam Chittam. If we able to maintain our mind, if I able to do everything mindfully, then we can be successful. That is what Buddha wanted to teach us, and that is how we have to behave here. In these 2-3 days, Master show us a lot of things, and all of things value for us, and thank you very much giving such a wonderful opportunity to us, and as well as I got this opportunity because of Anna. She mentioned about this retreat, and she mentioned about Master, and I wanted to come, and thank you very much Master and all of people who organized this, and I had a wonderful time here, and I learned so many things. Thank you very much.
Just say something.
Well, I'm Joe, and this is the first seminar I've been to of the Buddhists. And I am a Christian. My wife became a Christian, but she's still a Buddhist, but she's kind of both. And so she got me to start going to the Buddhist on South Side. Actually, the first one I guess I went to was over there, 36th Street. I've learned a lot, especially this weekend, about my body and how it works, what I should put in, and especially in the last day or so, how to expect what comes out. I've never even thought about that part. That's completely new. But otherwise, I really enjoyed this weekend and meeting all you people. And if you come back to have another seminar, I'll probably try to come if I can. Because I really do enjoy it, enjoy being with the people. But I think that's all I have to say.
Bhakti-nanda. Thank you both for being here. One of the best things to me about a get-together like this, a retreat, is to be able to share a little bit more than just meditation with people of a like mind and that are going through the same things, and to realize that in meditation they're having the same kind of problems that I am, and a lack of ability to concentrate, and it helps a little bit, I think, to know that others have those same difficulties, that we all press on forward and to do the best that we can. It's very nice to be able to do other things in a mindful manner as we do together here, walking together, eating together. And a full day of this and you are tired at night and sleep very good. It's just been a very, very good sharing experience, sharing the time with each other, and knowing that we're sharing some of the same difficulties and we're trying to improve our lives and express our Buddha nature and get closer to being a Buddha. Maybe even we don't always have to be a Buddhist out in the world. If we can be a Buddha out in the world, people will see that in us, and we don't even have to be a Buddhist then. If we can just live in awareness at all times. And that's part of what we're trying to learn. I thank you all for being here and for allowing me to be here. Thank you.
First, I would like to thank Master to give us a wonderful seminar. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
And I learned from books, from teachers, about the GI system. But I really did not know, all the facts, why you have this problem, why you have that problem. We learn about, like liver, kidney stones, and some maybe myths about them. And I'm really sorry to have missed Saturday. But Friday and Saturday, those 2 days were for me, meant for me more than a lot of other seminars. And the way Master showed us how to live, how to eat, to be healthy and free, and about the mind also. And I learned also that to have a good mind, we have to have a healthy body. So to eat right, but you don't have any problem, as Master said, so your mind, work better. And I have a lot of health problems. And
I have been denying a lot of things. I knew, like I asked Master about a question about taking medications. And, I said, okay, maybe I can take it at once at the same time. And I read the label, what to do, but I denied until Master said, you have to read, when to take it, how to take it. So now I will listen to Master. And it's too long. I have a lot to say, but just I would like to share with you that I'm very happy to have attended, this seminar. And I learned a lot, and I will follow his teaching. And one more thing about breathing. It's very important. I learned that. I used to take Tylenol PM to get to sleep. But after 3 sessions of yoga, I learned how to breathe. And from that, after those 3 sessions, I stopped taking Tylenol PM. So breathing, mindfulness, it's very important. So if you want to stop taking Tylenol PM, breathe and concentrate on your breathing and on whatever you do. Cooking also, otherwise your your food will get burned if you don't concentrate, no mindfulness. So I would like to share with you some of what I have learned here, and I will practice Master's teaching. Thank you, and thank you for everybody who helped organize this seminar.
I just want to thank you for coming, sir, and really do appreciate it. One person I'd like to thank is his daughter who did all the cooking.
You tell her.
Yeah, but she's not in here. I thought she'd be in here. So we all need to really thank her a lot for doing all that work, because I know it's a lot of work to do all that cooking for this many people, especially yesterday when we had a lot of people. Did you say something?
Yes, I would like to say something about this. The reason I know about this seminar because Anna, she came to the Quantum Temple. So she mentioned about the seminar over here, and I didn't know how to react to it. And then she just encouraged me to come. And then she said that it just showed up, and you will see something different. I really didn't know how to react, and I didn't know what to study, what to do, anything like that. And I said, you come, and then you can see for yourself. And I said, okay, it's my first time, so I never attended this kind of seminar before, so I got very nervous about it. But I came here, and then she guided me every step of the way, and then I really enjoyed it. And she said, just calm down, just go in here. You have a chance to listen to Master. He had very good information and very good stuff that you need to know, and he had very good allow if you have any questions. You just never hesitate to ask him, and he gives you the answer right away. And I said, okay, I'll try to do that. But I got very nervous. I said, no, I don't think I can do it. And then she said, just come down, come. And he's a very good lecturer, so don't worry about it. So here I am. And I came in, I enjoyed very much about your lecture and everything there. I learned quite a bit, and something that I never knew before. I only knew India, newspaper and books, but in realities I didn't practice it all. That's the information I have learned. So I really enjoyed it. I want to say thank you to Master that gave me an opportunity to be here and enjoy myself. I learned a little bit about myself and to be naturally, don't be so nervous, don't be so scared, and just enjoy whatever it comes, it comes. So that's very good advice. So also I want to thank Anna. She is very good lady. She's very good organizer too. So thank you, Master, and thank you to everybody here for being with us at this important moment. Thank you.
First, I'd like to thank you, Master, for teaching us the last 3 days. Even there's a lot of information. With this information, we can live for all our life, this life and the future lives. But I learned from your teaching how to train our mind and control our mind, to use our mind to control our body, that teaching is I try to learn every time I sit down to meditate. I still have a weak mind, and I still cannot control my pain every time I sit down. But when I learn from your teaching, I try to contemplate what you're teaching, and maybe in the future I have more practice, I can control my mind and be a mindful living and be a better person. And secondly, I thank the cô Trân Phụng đã organize this meeting, this seminar, and thank all your present with the seminar and share the teaching, share the experience with us, and hopefully we will meet together again in the future. Thank you, Master.
I just say thank you.
Thank you for everything, everyone, because as I told you, we are living in this cosmos. Every single particle, every single energy is unit, but it correlates, it intercorrelates in mutual disorder. And the Buddha always said, because of this, it will become of that. And that is the cause effect law. I'm sorry for the time we had too short, so I didn't have an opportunity to show you more practice, and also we didn't have an opportunity to explore nature during this season. Usually this time we have my own practice, the summer retreat in high mountains. But the last 2 years, for the needs of the community, just asking and I try to extend teaching. But it not really benefit much for myself as well as for the community. because I don't have enough time for my own. Secondly, like I told you, this is the time for restoration. So everyone should go back inside as long as stand out. And also, I want to introduce you to the nature so you can explore and contact to the carbon energy. It's very powerful, but most of us not yet used to that yet. So worry around, if I take you down there, you will get cold and get sick before you know anything. But actually, last year and this year around at October, the mid-October, I took a group of around 9 people, brand new training, only 3 sessions orientation. When I took them up there into the independent path, and you know, about 12,000, 113,000 feet above sea level. So when we sit up there with the Manalawi, we experience all kind of how to communicate with the carbon energy. We can collect the snow, the icy storm, the powerful wind, the tornado, the rain, whatever we collect the energy in the room, we send out a message and we get the reply. Every single top of mountain we try and we got the same effect. Depending on how strong we concentrate, depending on how we send our energy. And back here, even though something very simple, and I found it very interesting, just cooking. I never learned to cook. But by living in the monastery, it changed all the time. At first, when I was very young at home, my mom used to cook, and I ate, and I got used to that taste by mindful eating. I know how to combine together, and automatically come out and I know how to cook when I first came to the monastery. And then you know, 30 years ago in Vietnam, we were very poor. So we don't have much to eat, we don't have much to combine to cook. But from the big event like the Buddha birthday, the Buddha New Year, the Buddha event, the celebration of the Mother. So on that event, during the summer retreat for the monastic, we try to cook something good to donate for the monk. So at that time, I tried to cook very good, but then later on, slowly I discovered that cooking well, eating good, yet it helps to change our body and our mind. But then if we not be careful, the consumer, that is the one consume that food, maybe get attached to that. Because it's so well cooked, it's so good. Now, and then it will delay or it will have an obstacle from the practice. And slowly after that, when I came to America, I learned and I recognized there were too many toxins in our food, too many chemicals in our medication. And I slowly will try to simplify our diet and our cook our meal. And I found out okay, it was better. And also, when I have a seminar for the last 2 years, with most of the ladies and mommies, they cook for more than 20-25 years each one. When it turned out very simple, the boiling vegetable or steaming, not more than 20% of them know how to do it correctly. Just very simple technique, but because sometimes unmindful or sometimes too busy. And then I show them and they say, oh my goodness, that is totally different with the monastic way of cooking and select the vegetables and I learn. So that's why during the retreat in Europe, we have a 5 days minimum. We concentrate more on practice, how to prepare the vegetable before we cook, how to combine, how to cook, and we divide by group, one prepare, one cooking, one freezing, so we rotate that. So they learn, so they carry that practice back home. So that may be more limited. And also, as we know, we take the teaching from the Buddhist philosophy, but because I'm traveling around the world, so I don't want the teaching and the color of religion. I try to use the light of science to explain, to show them, especially the young generation. I don't want them to see the color of religion yet, so they may not see how they may block it. But all of the teaching based on the Buddha teaching. In this retreat, I will not mention much about that, but in our retreat, I mentioned in some way, not directly. So people think that I use the science to explain, I use my own life experience to show them. But actually, that's based on the sutra, based on the Buddha teaching. Especially in Europe, not many people in Buddhist there. But after the retreat, people appreciate how much they learn, how much they open their mind, their heart, and how much benefit they can get right away after 5 days. And I told them, do you know that during the last 5 days or 7 days, we learned something we used to say, wow, it's very scientific, it's very benefit. And I say, yeah, it's true, but it's not. Because you say people say science is the son of the Buddhist philosophy. I say, you can say that, but I say, okay, it may be much more than the son of the Buddhist philosophy. Because the Buddhist philosophy is have about more than 2,500 years old. But the science just developed about last century, right? Only about less than 100 years old. So that must be about 25 or 30 generations minimum. Why I said that? Because in the old time, the Buddha taught us, before we drink a cup of water, we have to contemplate for 1,000 or 100,000 of beings have to sacrifice their life for us. But nobody knows, nobody understands, nobody believes that. Right? Up until the second half of the 20th century, we discovered a microscope to find out we have a bacteria there. So now I start to believe what the Buddha taught. And later on, we discovered the electric microscope. So we can find out the water is much smaller than bacteria, right? But that's not it. Now we can find out, now we can have some equipment, we can see smaller organisms. Now we're talking about the tiny, the smaller organism in this world. How about the big one? Again, you see around 18th century, scientists said that the earth is round, is sphere. But they never said that, right? And you say in this planet we have more than one, in this universe we have more than one planet. It's not only the earth and the sun. But nobody believes that. Nobody believes that the earth rotates or circle around the sun. But until the second half of the 20th century, we can have the telescope to see how many galaxies we have right now. 200 billion, and each galaxy have more than 350 to 200 planets in there. So total, how many? Uncountable, right? 23, 1 to the lower count, 23 euro after that. But in the Sutra, the Buddha always said, we have 3,000 multiple, what we call in the Sutra, like the sand in a Ganga river. How can we count the grain of sand in a Ganga river? It's uncountable, right? So the same thing right now. But the more we practice, the deeper the farther we can see. So that's why the philosophy, the view of the Buddha, okay, it's much more deeper, it's much wider. Science, the more science development, the more we can prove whatever the Buddha has seen and taught us. So that's why I really want you to bring it into practice. The more you practice, the more enlightenment, the more wisdom can come in out. That's why my master used to say, we use this technique and we carry you the moving wisdom to open what we call the real wisdom, the untaught wisdom. So that one is ultimately everywhere and everyone can access to that. And that is in the universe, in the energy, in the cosmic energy. We can think about that like the web right now, the internet, in everywhere, everything, whatever we want, okay, we can click and we get everything down. So where's that? And how many of us know how much is that? Everything you want, you click, you get out. But it's much, much more than that, just only because our mind not compatible to receive yet. So in the future, if we have opportunity to practice, to learn, to investigate more about the technique to support on a higher grade, from the way we eat, the way we practice, the way we meditate, we will live up about 10 to 24 times, and we see the difference. For a very short period of time, I practice our experience, and I share with you on some way. But when we practice more, you will see the benefit of the power, unbelievable. Alright? And as I told you, because we don't have enough time to share with you everything. So hopefully, if you want to share information from the community, temporarily you can share it on the website, especially for the Vietnamese. Right now I have more in Vietnamese than English. So from the English session we had in the first website, the Winston Temple, and you can go down to House of Living. And in the rural side, we have only 2 sessions for English speaking. That is this one and the retreat at National Retreat in England for the healthcare practitioner. And 12, it kind of vigilance. So let's start from after the New Year right away. This is, I have a 4 retreat for the 1st of January. The 2nd month, okay, I stay in India, and after I go to Europe. It booked completely until September, October. So the end of October. So I really want to have another retreat here for next year, but I want to host that one for the community, for more people to have benefit. But again, I don't know if I can take any week because I'm not back to America until the first week, the 2nd week of September. And then I have to give the Colorado 2 or 3 retreats up there because that's the high mountain and it's really cold and I'm on the bed. If we have a retreat, I really want to let people outdoor or indoor to experience the cosmic energy and more people can participate. So if you want to host for the next year, you let me know so I can find out some other time. Maybe I may ask North California share will postpone one and invite Oklahoma and retreat around the 1st and 2nd week of October, so the weather is not too cold, so we can explore the outdoor more. North California is cold, it's not as cold as Oklahoma. Yeah, but schedule is completely booked until the end of October. And also, if you have my email address, and you can contact me. So, any question, I can help. Anything I can help.
The top website is a secure website.
This one?
Is it a secure website? We cannot get into it.
No.
It's the FNS, HTTPS. That's a secure
Yeah.
website.
That is from the Google. Yeah, that we create a site from Google. But in the near future, they will transfer all this information into private web. For the private web, we have to pay for that, and we have to have people paying for that. So in California and in Minnesota, they are doing two websites at the same time. It's just because my student is from England. The first one from Vietnam, because the people have been too much, and we don't have an opportunity to share teaching. And so before they want to post on the web, but they just have been spending time and they create it for our people. So that they put on that. So my student in Vietnam trying to post it really fast during the last month to have information for people and access to that. And I'm sorry for that I have not had to edit, to organize perfectly yet. As you say, my schedule full every single week. And people surprised where the energy I had. 27 years ago, when I taught at the medical school, only 45 minutes, and my body on lot. I affected 50 minutes to 5 minutes to have 7 hours. But here I'm talking from the morning, 5 a.m. I have to instruct people how to sit and show them how to cook breakfast with tea time, with the teaching from the morning to 10 p.m. every day and every week for them. I just have only 3 months to do the story trip, and from February to November, you see, 9 to 10 months go around 1 week at every town or every country. So non-stop. So, and also the weather different, the climate out of the different, and people ask me how can I adapt my people, and say that energy from coffee and coffee.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Where did you graduate? What your medical training? In what state? It's not in Oklahoma, correct?
Which one?
Your medical training,
No.
medical school.
Medical training in Vietnam.
Oh, in
Long
Vietnam.
time ago,
Oh,
yeah.
long time ago.
And in America, we had the same background with Dell. He a doctor, pharmacy.
Oh, okay. So here,
Yeah, in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
I see.
10 years ago. I
10
finished
years
school
ago.
10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. And someday I will tell you the secret of pharmaceutical industry.
Oh, you talk about mafia.
All right. So here you can you see the benefit of when you sit in meditation correctly and in the right environment, it will let heal our body. But actually, that's just the connection, that's just the switch to connect our own energy with the cosmic energy. And the cosmic energy is much, much more potent. And also, everything out there ready. We just need to take it and to replay onto to complement that. If we don't have the capacity to do that, and we cannot connect to the cosmic energy, so we never can sit in this life. We cannot, we never can be in this life, in the physical body. the physical body just the box a mean to hold temporarily that energy only. And then at night time, we usually let it go free until we can control or we can let go completely and then we can come in and out freely. Especially we used to experience that during the reading stage or during the near-death experience. So we can, the energy, the astral body can get out and stay around and even they travel away from us in very quick, much faster than the speed of the light. And also because that out there, it has an energy ready. That's why it doesn't matter what kind of condition we have. Doesn't matter whatever our body needs. When we get into that state, they will bring out there to correct our problem right away. It's not ready out there. It will take longer time, and it will not have the capacity to heal or to replace. And then if we have stress, we have the mind constant get involved. You see, the thought around can interfere the flow of energy and get blocked right away. When it gets blocked, it's not even, and whatever not even, not whatever is separate, that becomes cell, that becomes imbalance, and that becomes sickness. And then also that we're talking about the way of sitting in the mandala. If we sit in that way, it will help to collect energy, help to rebalance energy for ourselves or for the community quicker. I recommend at home you should do that with your partner, with your relative, and you will see how much you can change, how much you can transform yourself or the problem in your family or in your community. You see, this is the energy, the pyramid is structure of collecting energy, the same thing as the spear on the palm. And you see the way they sit in, there you have experience to see how people sit in the circle. And you will have to synchronize and to collect energy much faster, at least 10 times more than the regular way. And when we get concentrate during the daytime, we get deeper practice. You can see the energy, it will concentrate in the middle of our spine. And it will help to heal any problem in our body. It will concentrate or collect all the energy. And at this time, the pineal gland totally open. And when the pineal gland open, you start to see the real image, real color, not in the dreaming state. And this is one of the experiments. One guy responsible for synthesizing LCD in San Francisco 50 years ago, the hallucinating drug, the street drug. And he discovered that the DMT and the LCD, when they synthesize in the lab, after they crystallize, they can use a hammer, the massive and to spot out the multicolor spectrum. That's exactly the same mechanism inside of our pineal gland. That's why if we not open the pineal gland or third eye yet, whatever we see, that is just a dreaming state by the imagination, not the real one. But after we can open the third eye, that means our concentration level is deep and the pineal gland connects to the third eye, and we start to see the multicolor with the real color and the color of the universe, and all that will reflect on that mirror. Alright, I think for the last thing I should share with you a little bit about how people react to the more common scary disease. What's that? Cancer. Right? People think about cancer just kind of now today, but not. Cancer is just we have a long time ago. It's just abnormal cell, the old cell, but before it's very minimal, and our body has capacity to identify and get rid of that. It's like the same. We have a wound, we have an infection, and our immune system will take care of that. We have death, the old cell in the body, or the malfunction cell. Okay, our body knows how to take care of that and get rid of that. The problem now today, because the input more than output. The input more than output, the passive substance growing our body. The toxic substance coming our body more and more, and elimination less and less. And then it has many different factors contribute to that. But in general, I would just concentrate on two main ways only. That means materially visible particle and invisible particle, I mean energy. For the visible particle, it's easy. For example, we ate the processed food with chemical in that, with toxic substance in that. Our body will recognize that and will secrete the mucus to block, right? But at the same time, our immune system will recognize, because that is a foreign substance, exactly like the bacteria or the virus or whatever compounds are invade in the body. Because the energy, the structure, everything different in our body. So the immune system recognizes right away. So it would have to do its job to take care of that. Even though it's slow, but it recognizes right away and it responds right away. The problem is because the input more than output, so it takes a longer time, it takes more effort to take care of that. But that way still easier. The other way is much more difficult. That invisible particle on the energy stuff. And this will explain why women usually have more cancer than men, and why sort of therapy is more difficult than men. And that's why I recommend people do the total relaxation, try to sit down in meditation to recognize, identify your thought, the Brahman in trying to resolve that. You know, and the first one I'm talking about, the material, it's difficult, it's much easier than the invisible energy of that. For men, when we get angry, when we get upset, we blow it out, we manifest that by the physical action. We may hit, we may shout, we may yell, we may do something, but then after they let go. They don't keep it much internally. They don't repeat that over and over again. But for women, you see not that way, right? You just let it there, okay, you think it over and over, and you upset, and you chant, something like that. Right? That's the first thing. The other thing, usually men have more muscle than fat tissue. Women have more fat tissue than muscle. So, all of the blood vessels in the pocket in the middle of the muscle. So when we active, when we move around, the muscle supply and treat it, make the blood vessel move and the blood flow. Also, whenever the energy chain is stuck, okay, we move, exercise, active, okay, and get it clear. But for women, the fat tissue, when we move, it put away, it not melt out unless you do the fasting. That is the only way to help to burn out the extra fat tissue, no other way. You have to cut your diet first, but secondly, you have to do the fasting to burn out. And the first one, the particle on the energy that usually in the fat tissue more than in the muscle. You see more the cancer in the fat tissue or new fat tissue, not in the muscle. Just one experience, we encounter it almost normally. What happens when you feel upset, when you feel angry? Our muscle tight, right? The pressure up, and then hard to breathe, hard to palpitation, right? So that means whenever we upset, the neural system on the will tight our blood pressure, our tissue, so it blocks the flow of energy in the blood, so that's why we feel pressure tank. And it hit us because burnout. It spends a lot of energy in our body. And also, we feel tired because it tight on the blood pressure on the tissue. But what happens when we just take a deep breath and we release? We make it disappear slowly or quickly right away. So that if we not identify it and the problem is just ongoing, what happens? For the material easily, but for the invisible energy is the problem. Usually when we have the tension upset in our brain, right? In our brain, so it will, the heat will up, and you know when the heat will up, what happens with the young children when they have fever, seizure, because it messes up the transmission, right? So that's the first thing, it will mess up the transmission and the signal in our brain. Again, especially this guy, this circulate and be blocked on the negative energy around him. And then what next? When that happens, the whole system below that, the whole plane, be malfunction. Because this is the headquarters. It from here, it will spread out to the pituitary gland, down to the thymus gland, and just keep going down to now to the thyroid gland, to the thyroid gland, to the heart, the kidney, the pancreas, the renal gland, and etc. going down. So when we have a continuous upset, what we call internal energy blockage, it will pile on the blood pressure on the energy channel. And you know that energy itself in visual picture, like heat, right? Like heat flowing around. But then when we get upset, the nerve is tired. The nerve starts to fall. The energy flowing like this, alright? And then the nerve everywhere tiny and scream and block the way of the air flowing, of the energy flowing. And in our body, the meridian, the channel, is everywhere and it flows together. After the pressure, because of the blockage, the pressure will build up. Right? So, when we compress the air under the high pressure, what will come out? Come out liquid. Right? The air when we compress, it will convert to the liquid form. So now, when the pressure builds up and the blockage in the airway, in the meridian, in the energy channel, it starts to build up the pressure and the tiny drop of liquid starts to form. Very tiny, tiny. And remember, all of this happens internally in our body from our own energy block. So the immune system and the radar in the central nervous system cannot identify it yet compared to the foreign substance from the food we eat or from the environment on it. So if we not identify it, the process continues to build up. So at first tiny drop of liquid, and then where it used to go, it goes to the near heart tissue and to the gland, because it usually has some space in there, in the thyroid gland, in the breast, in the lung, in the kidney, especially you see for the lung and the breast. It usually has a lot of space for all the particles. The droplets start to build up, and the pressure continues to rise, and more droplets form. The size starts to get bigger. Now, the radar, the central nervous system starts to recognize, because the size is bigger, the number more grow up. So when it recognizes that, the radar will send out a message to the thyroid gland at the headquarters of the immune system. What the immune system usually do, they will send the macrophage, the white blood cell, the natural killer, etc. go to the site to investigate. Eat that in the foreign substance easy because the energy level totally different. The even totally different. They recognize, right? After they recognize and they have the way to treat it right away, and they put that into the memory cell to remember next time you come back, I will know right away. Unfortunately, this one, when they send the sodium up, for example, we have the build-up, the clot in here, in the thyroid gland, in the breast. So when they send the sodium here to investigate, they could not find anything wrong. because the energy is still the same energy with our body. The liquid is still the same liquid with our body. But and then because we not recognize to drink from that, so the pressure is just building up. More droplet form and it fill up that area. The Radha in the central nervous system recognize, hey, if you are in the age of giving birth, or if you are in the period of have a period, the hormone is up and down, right? And if you are having a baby, the milk production, it will up and down. It never stable, or it never just keep on going, rising and rising. So now, this guy starts to worry. And the more it worries, the more massive it sends down to the thymus gland, up in the headquarters of the immune system. Hey, you have to do something. You have to send some soldier there to investigate the problem. So when the first troop came up, it's already difficult because the frequency, the energy, the liquid, everything is the same, exactly the same with our body. So they can do nothing. They just stay around, investigate and just look and observe. But and then this guy looked down again. He's surprised. Before I send out the message for you to taking care of the problem, it looked like not severe because it's clear, it's just a liquid. It's just energy only. And now I'm asking you to come to investigate inside the problem, what the cause of it. It seems not to be so. It's a little bit more severe because I saw some particle there. It could not say anything because far away, but you know that it has some particle now, some solid, because actually the cell form the immune system. So it sent out the order again. So this guy had to respond to the order. And he had to send out the second troop up more. So he had gone up there. So the second troop gone up. What happened next? More difficult. Because when the second group go up there, they will find out, oh, all the brother and sister there. Right? The first group, they just cannot see anything, but the second group go up, they will say, hey, that's you. All the brother and sister, they just came before. So now, what they can do? Nothing that just stay around there and continue to investigate, to observe. And now, back to the guy. He started to get mad. I'm sending out the message of order to ask you to come investigate to solve the problem. But it seems with the problem not be so. Let it a little bit more severe. Because I saw more and more particles, more solid there. So what happened? The cycle going back and forth. The more you recognize, the more message is sent down. The more message sent down, the more the thymus gland has to respond to the immune system. So more and more soldier is sent up there. So at first the size is small, slowly the size gets bigger. At first it's liquid and air. Slowly it dries up with particles, it becomes harder and harder. And then what happens? It will block the way, the flow of energy more. Right? And when it blocks more, the pressure builds up more. The pressure builds up more, that means it gets stuck in that. And finally, it will isolate at the whole cell-control tumor, cell-control area. Look like they claim independent country in the whole nation. But not that's it. The problem because, in our body, we have the process, the program for cell synthesis. Not we want to do anything to do right away. We need the material, we need to have the program, we need to have time, right? But now, because the response, the request for the cellular system and the response from the immune system have to reply to respond to the request. So it just keeps going on crazy. That's why the patient burn out energy real quick when they get the tumor. See, everything the patient eats, it will supply for the tumor because the process of cell synthesis it just grows crazy. And what happens next? Because on the normal cell, we cell there and now no longer enough. So it has to synthesize quicker, faster. So what happens next? When you do anything quicker, faster, definitely sooner or later you add on more and more defect product, right? So that's why the first in the core, the cells still normal, but the later on, the cells surrounding that become defective. Only about 70%, 80% good, 20% no good. That's why when we treat for cancer, it's difficult because if we kill the cancer cell, that means we kill the normal cell too. You see, that is one of the difficulties of the medical system right now. And also because it like the fatty tissue, it used to grow up near fat, so it can block, it can have a kind of a protective layer. And the medication treatment for cancer has to have capacity to penetrate into the fat tissue, so that makes it harder to study or to synthesize for the cancer drug. But not that's it. That's not the only thing. Remember, this process is an ongoing process from the blockage of the energy build up to the liquid, the droplet, and up to the polygon and build up to the tumor heat. So that process is ongoing process. The pressure for the surrounding area, like when the tumor gets bigger, to be solid, to be harder, the pressure to the surrounding area, that means surrounding cell, be suppressed like 100,000 string be compressed, right? Until the level they no longer can handle, and we have sign symptoms. But after it happened already, but we not mind, we not to recognize that until the size of the tumor big enough, until the pressure to the surrounding cell big enough, it no longer can handle and it will feel pain. Especially depend on the location. It will compress and interfere with the nearby organ. So we will feel pain quicker. We will identify the signs and symptoms quicker. But it's not right at the moment. It's an ongoing process. So it's like 100,000 string be compressed until it no longer can handle, and then boom, you feel too pain and you cannot stand with that. And what you do? Go to the doctor, go to the hospital. Too easy. You can feel pain and you can feel the knot on the tumor. And I'm pretty sure they will see this scan and they identify the sign, everything, right? So easy. You are the guy who caught the problem. Take you out. Too simple, right? Too simple. But they forgot about it ongoing process. And even though right now the technology of microscope, we can take a look at, for example, the tumor synapse. When we cut, we may cut bigger and we use a microscope to see the border of the cut, the cell normal or normal. Yeah, that's good. But remember, the technology right now is not 100% accuracy, and it has a limitation because the energy flowing in our body, they cannot see it, they cannot listen it, they cannot be detected yet, right? So the same thing for the compression to the surrounding cell. How can I identify that? Even though they cut far away, depend how far away they cut. That's why sometimes they cut and they identify the border, the hexagon. They say, okay, that's good. But after a few months, how many knots coming out? Multiple. Why is that? That is some doctor experienced one. They may cut completely, really far away. They may remove the whole breast. They may remove the whole stomach. Instead, it has very tight. So the farther away they remove the leg chain from the other side, but it still has the risk for that. Why is that? I will tell you. This is an ongoing process, right? So the direction it just keeps flowing that way. On the supplier, go that direction. On the energy block, go in that direction. So it concentrates on that. And the pressure builds up in that. On the sudden, when we remove that, it causes for a sensation. And now we have a whole empty space. So the process continues to go faster because now we have nothing to block. So it grows faster. First. Secondly, around that, it has 100,000 different cells, like a string under compression. At the moment when we put the knife, we have to remove that one. So the 100,000 now be free, right? The string now be free, and so it just boom, fly out. So it can go in multiple directions. And after a while, it will settle down, and now, when it settles down, it goes back to the energy, affinity, or chemical attractive affinity. Whoever flows together, whoever the same frequency will combine together. And that okay, now the cycle repeats. When it comes back together, it will create some abnormal side or abnormal knot in the body. And the process again, when that form, it will block the flow of energy, and the pressure builds up. And also, it always has a higher affinity to draw the nutrition. So if we're not really careful, the more nutrition, the wrong way we eat, we will hit the tumor more than the regular cell. So after a few months, we will discover we have a multiple metastasis, multiple tumor, not only one anymore. You see? So that's the first thing, and we could not look through that. So that's why the diagnosis already has some mistake in that. Now, next, because if we don't see that, next to the treatment, during the time of that process, the immune system has to go crazy, overwork, really tired. He not stay there and enjoy relax. He already try his best, but unfortunately, he cannot handle the situation. And then after that, we throw in the whole bunch of chemotherapy or radiation. That is very toxic chemical, right? So that is a very heavy burden for the immune system and for the liver, because they are the ones to detoxify. So what happened? Look like okay, you are tired, and now they ask you to carry some more stuff. You collapse, right? That's why okay, just only on the first dose or the second dose of chemotherapy, you see how the patient looks. almost collapse, losing hair, cannot eat, the immune system, the digestive system collapse right away. Because all the burden, it's too much. So if we not carefully, okay, the patient may die or may be collapsed not only physically but mentally. But if the patient have a good mental state, good counseling, good preparation, they may overcome that. Otherwise, the patient will collapse and never can get it back. So that's the mistake from the medical side. The mistake from the caregiver side, again, as the patient has that condition, and you know that on the affinity to drop the energy to synthesize the cancer cell much quicker and faster, stronger than the normal cell. Because they have the hunger, terrible hunger. So whatever we supply, they will take it right away before the normal cell. And when we see the patient sick, the patient skinny, tired, what we want to give the patient? Meat, meal, on nutrition, right? On a very no good one. We consider good, but actually turn out no good because not enough oxygen, and the state of mind not get ready, not prepared yet. So the more nutrition food you provide to the patient, the more toxic coming out. You see? So now it's another burden for the immune system. The next one, for the patient side, tired, no energy, don't want to move, don't want to take a deep breath, don't want to exercise. Totally wrong, because the less oxygen, the more favorable for the tumor, for the cancer cell. The less oxygen, the more favorable for the toxic gas buildup. Right? So the less exercise, the less energy be burned out in the spirit, in the muscle. And the less moving, the less exercise, the less energy can flow evenly into the body. So all that is negative things leading to the tumor grow faster and keep the patient down quicker. So if the first thing we learn is one, so whenever anyone we know the patient has cancer, the first thing we should give the patient good advice. Be relaxed and don't worry, because everyone has a cancer cell in the body. And we will explain the patient the process going on. So just relax and identify by meditation. Let the body relax first, so we relieve the knot. We don't get the pressure build up anymore. We cut the direction, we cut the flow to that tumor. And also, by meditation, we will get the brain cell correct and redirect its transformation, message and information. And don't worry too much about how to learn the patient. Just let the patient relax and start fasting for a few days to a few weeks, or simplify their diet as much as possible. Because the hunger will die before the real self. You think about it, if you have 2 or 3 people, the one really crazy for food, that one will die first before the other one. Right? And then the advantage at the Buddha taught us when we eat, okay, I already told you, right? Eat less, sleep less, and clothing less. When we eat less, if we provide our body only 2/3 of the stomach, that means, for example, we eat 1,500 calories a day. Now we eat only 2/3 of our stomach, maybe we provide only 1,000 calories. So where in our body need where in our body find for the other 500? The first thing is the very smart. Go into our GI tract. We have 1,000,000 of the flora and the bacteria in here. The no good one we will kill first. And then next to the abnormal, the dead cell. Why is that? Because when we take the protein outside, remember that is animal protein. The energy different. So the body has to convert that, to break it down into the same energy of the human being so it can absorb and it can use. But now, all of this one stay in the body for a long time. So the energy, it really goes to that body. So the patient body doesn't have to do much, just recycle it. You see that in a normal process during the day, during we are living in society. If we keep doing that, that is the way to supply the energy, and that is the way cell cleansing for our body. The immune system will do that. And after it finishes that, after it takes all of the energy from the first level, the material level, it starts to going up to search for the second one, starts to going up to search for the third one. That's why automatically we lift up our mental state or our spirituality. Okay? So therefore, when the patient gets sick like that, especially since this is the way in nature does, look at a tree, look at a cat or dog. Whenever they feel not well, the first thing they do, stop eating. See, the first thing they do, stop eating, find out a good place, quiet, nice and rest. So if we see the patient not eating and we just, eat, that's totally wrong. Because if the digestive system cannot be read, cannot be eliminated on the toxin, okay, the whole body will tired and toxin will get into the bloodstream and will toxic the whole body. So that's why the first thing, just let the patient rest and don't supply, don't give the patient any solid food, especially the protein is very, very dangerous. Just let them rest, fasting for a few days, a few weeks if they can, and just provide the vegetable fruit juice, have lots of the mineral, vitamin, and the protein will be reused, recycled, and automatically after a few days, the hunger on the cancer cell, okay, will slowly die, and the normal cell will take that recycle, and we can do one thing at a time, but actually it's cleansing and it's recovering. And also slowly as the patient learn how to take the deep breath, how to exercise, how to meditate, relax. And later on we will learn more about the other things, because we have the karma, we have the bad energy carried over on the past life, and we have the bad energy collected from the universe. So not only we treat ourselves, we heal ourselves, we have to be repentant, to share the energy, to share the merit with all the other people, all the energy. We have to combine all that, so the therapy will be quicker and the healing will be faster. Alright? Thank you very much for listening, and next time we will deeper investigate this one and practice this one.
May I share with you about the cancer? Right now I have a yoga teacher. She had breast cancer a few years ago, and now it reappeared. But her mind is really strong. So she's still teaching, smiling, and talking about her problem. And this is the second time. She just had chemo, and it's painful, as you said. It's not, very painful. And she just recovered her hair. And then in one of my yoga classes, there's a student, pretty young, who has cancer. And she went through chemo, and she told me, because I asked her, are you on a diet? She said, yes, just vegetables and raw vegetables. No meat, no egg, no dairy products, no milk. And then I introduced her to tofu, jicama, that she can eat raw. And it has been like more than 2 years. So when you talk about food, vegetables, and if you can eat them raw, it's better. And this woman, she has cancer, but her mind, is strong. And I think, as Master said, the food, the mindfulness are very important. And she's taking yoga and smile, like my teacher. It's just like nothing happened to them.
Yes, here we didn't have much opportunity to explore and to help people because of the law. In Europe, it's easier, and in Vietnam, it's much easier. That's why we can use to spend 1 month during the summer to take the university from European country back to Vietnam to the source and help them to train to how to teach people in this way. And in Vietnam, we have a cancer center, and each week we have 5 buses, take about 200 people at least to attend. We teach them with one and show them some recipe, very simple natural recipe, and teach them how to practice meditation and how to be mindful in life, and how to be strong mind, encourage them, and to not to worry and not try to eat by the way they eat people, the wrong view, the wrong consumption. And that's really helpful. That's very helpful to change their life. And especially in Vietnam, most patients don't have insurance in America. So the cost of therapy, they may have to sell their house. And everything, the field to ride on the auction, the house, all is sold. And finally, they still cannot do anything because the patient died in painful. So I show them that we have many different ways. At least if it's not the mental way, we have a way to treat the body, the physical body, but to have like painful, at least they can heal a little bit, at least they can relax a little bit, and then slowly introduce meditation, the relaxation together, and it's really benefit. And as right now in America, we have I think more than 1,500 centers to do therapy by this way for the terminal patient. Alright, thank you very much. And we take a few minutes break. And if you want, we can do the last key form. So hopefully you can remember and bring it back on. Let's have one more powerful one. The second one, the guy not really can do that yet. I want to show the third one. So at least the first one, alright? And then whenever you forgot, you can go to the web. If I have the video to show you, and so you can follow that slowly. Thank you.
Thank you.